Welcome to the Ambition Hour podcast. It's your girl, Adi 3000, and this is episode 83.
We are here, baby. Another episode.
We are back, bitches, and this time we have Spitz in the building. We also got Hal in the building, who also is our audio visual manager, if you will. Yeah. What's up, Spitz? I missed you last week.
We in the house. Yo, I really did miss you guys, man. I apologize for my my lack of awareness of I would say getting rest. I'm kind of choking on the words a little bit, but getting some sleep.
He was asleep, guys.
So, that's pretty much what happened. I apologize. So, I'm gonna try to give you a good episode though this time.
Don't apologize to them, Spitz. We're happy you're back though.
Thank you.
I'm very happy you're here.
The coolest, if y'all didn't know,
is me. That's
Facts.
That's
For real, talking about me getting my Snoop Dogg shit on. It's the motherfucking Ambition Hour.
That's my shit, man. So what's up, Pav? How are you doing?
Doing really good.
How's your tattoo healing?
Good. It's a little ashy right now. I forgot the Lubriderm at the fucking job, but it's
the lube.
Dog,
The lube.
let's be adults. We're not even 10 minutes in.
Sorry.
It's all good. Okay, so tell me, what's up? Guys, sorry.
I ran for a run today. It's about time. You know, my shit finally healed up. Went for a run. Listened to a couple new music. Did like this freestyle for the Two Dope Boy podcast. That was pretty dope. Got a lot of good reaction from it too. You know, Spitz and Ashton Martin really did inspire me to do this shit. So that's really why I did it. And yeah. And then we was just pushing forward.
Facts.
We got a couple shows coming up too that we got lined up.
Oh yeah, shout out to Chels.
Shout out to Chels, which is gonna be both of these shows are gonna be in September.
Hideaway, the spot. The spot's called Hideaway.
Yeah, in Los Solas, and then we're gonna hit up September 13th, I think is the date. We hit up this other spot with some fine ladies who organized an event that we previously did.
Yes, sir.
So man, catch me and your boy Spitz. You know, we out here.
And we just got a little bit of some information on a show that's being put together in October in Boston. So
Boston. I'm gonna have to cop a Celtics
So we might
jersey.
be
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying, like backpacking out here, you feel me?
Facts. On the road once again, you know.
Hey,
The road again.
I like that. I like the sound of that.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but these boys are shining from the mouth.
We didn't even tell that story,
they
but
both
it is
got
what it is.
gold on your
It is
girl,
what
and
it
I'm
is.
over here just chilling with the gold mic. You know, it's all good though.
We down 10
I'm about to
toes,
get-
but we got 6 to the bottom. You feel me?
I'm about to get some. All right, so my week, I was really excited. I had a really good week. Actually, from Friday to today, which was when we recorded the episode, we actually recorded the episode right after Hal got his tattoo, and it was kind of cool because we got to meet this really cool girl.
Yeah, the
and
tiny
her
tattooer.
man. Yeah, the tiny tattooer.
The tiny tattooer.
That's clever.
Yeah.
Hit her
Very,
up.
very clever.
And she's very good.
Thank you for mentioning that. My bad, Claudia, if I'm still in the segment. But let me get my shit off. What I was gonna mention this is because about the good vibes and how much that really is, and that you can't really put a price tag on just a good vibe. You know, so just shout out to her man Chris, and it was just a hell of a time. Like, what else were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say it was an awesome time, but I did mention in last week's episode that I wasn't feeling that good, but I'm feeling better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling brand new, you guys. Really excited. I'm excited to be back and feeling better. So I know that this episode is gonna go good. If this is your first time listening to us, please make sure that you head on over and subscribe to wherever it is that you're listening to us. Subscribe, hit the like button, follow us. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram. Both of them are Ambition Hour. You can just go to the page. I was so excited. I didn't even put my headphones on, barely fixed the mic. I'm good though. We good. But yes, and if you want all things WTW, all you have to do is just head on over to WTWrecords.com. Quick shout out to our sponsor, Annie & Co. candles. Sorry, I was thinking of the scent that they have, which is home. That's my new favorite scent right there. I need to give you guys the promo code. That way you guys can go ahead. Actually, you know
guys
what?
could save about like 20% off, and then if it's on Etsy, you guys could save another 10% off on Etsy. So then it's a grand total of $30.
30%
30% off.
$30. He's just gonna jump out the box. $30.
Because they're gonna spend $100.
Exactly.
When you spend $100,
Oh, shit.
Exactly.
you know what
So
I'm talking about?
are you gonna give them the promo code?
I'm gonna give them the promo code at the end of the episode. That means you gotta watch it, so you can get a promo code for the Annie and Co for our official sponsor of the Ambition Hour podcast. So yes, so make sure that you head on over to those websites. If you're listening to us on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever it is that you listen to podcasts, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Make sure you tell a friend to tell another friend. And if you are watching us on YouTube, hey, y'all see my makeup is bomb today. So what's up?
Face on beat.
Face on beat.
I'm really excited. This past week I did say that I wasn't feeling that well. I started feeling better. I got some rest. I was able to understand what was going on with my body, etc., etc. Feeling great. Feeling awesome. We're actually like in a hurricane. Like pretty much is about to happen.
Literally, the power went out.
No shout out to Dorian. Any nigga that named Dorian right now, boy, you getting it. You getting it.
Would it be like, good morning to everyone except Dorian?
Facts.
Is that a male's name? I thought it was a girl's name.
No, it's a dude.
Oh, okay.
What?
Just like a dude
Mel?
to come and fuck up a fucking 3-day weekend.
You said Dorian? Dorian?
Yeah, I thought it
no,
was
no,
a
no,
girl's
yeah,
name.
it's a male's name.
It's a male's name.
I always think about DeLorean when I heard it. I was like, is it called DeLorean?
DeLorean?
Damn, that's hard. We really about to die.
This motherfucker taking us back to the past. Andrew, son of a bitch.
Damn, Andrew was 27
that's from Back
years
to the Future,
ago.
though. DeLorean? That's the car that they drive.
But they go back to the past.
And they go back to the future.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, I got you.
I'm with all the. I know all of them. My
Okay,
bad.
okay,
I was just.
You know
my
all
bad.
No. Yeah, my bad. You had,
Yeah,
you had the jersey on too tight. I didn't know
I was
that.
like, damn, wait.
The jersey also means that he has puns, you know, like for y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know the inside joke. I know.
Yeah, but
sometimes podcasts feel like
yo, that one you had the other day, I can't remember it, but I mean, yo, shout out to you for that one though, cause like
Can't remember
that shit had me stuck the whole day. I was telling people about that shit. I was like, yo, let me tell you, I'm using this nigga's joke.
I'm asleep.
You're using Hobbs' joke?
Well, a pun rather. Like, yeah.
Oh, it was the cap shit. It was the cap shit. Yeah.
I wanted to
Facts.
ask you guys, what is a good question to ask on the first date?
Ooh,
What flowers you like? No, I'm kidding. No.
me, shit, mine would have to be like, yo, like, what kind of music you like?
That's an important question.
That's like, I'm gonna be honest,
I'm
cause
with the
like,
fuck shit, cause I'm ready to say, is we fucking?
I feel you. I see the lane you was gonna go down to. You know, I keep it unhunted. But my question is always music. Like,
What music?
I'm gonna be honest. Like, if I talk to the person and like I could see they don't have that much of a care for music, it's like, okay,
'Cause then
I'm
it's
not
like-
gonna be fast texting this person.
Fast.
You don't get no quick texts at all.
Damn, so that's a sign. That's a red flag, huh?
For me, yeah. Like, cause I can
It's
tell
probably
you're not
different
gonna.
for everybody.
I could tell. Well, for me, I could tell you like, cause I got these rants that I do on music. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like,
Yeah,
I need
and
somebody to kind of understand.
I
need somebody to understand
be
me.
like, you feel me?
Right, I'd be like,
I felt the same way when I heard that verse. Like,
facts. Like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
feel that.
Like, you know, like, well, that's at least how I look
so
at it.
besides that question, Hub, what's the question that you would
I just want a
ask?
bitch that listen to Jadakiss.
For real, be like, you listen to who?
That's so nasty.
It's Jada nobody.
Oh, damn.
Get off my line.
So wait, so would she have to
I'm
listen to
playing.
hip hop?
No. It's just
I'm
like
fucking
she can
around.
have a connection with music in general. Just understand my love for music.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
like if they don't have that like they can't see like how much I love music, then like I don't think, you know, we'll have that actual connection that we're supposed to have.
Shit, I mean, like, motherfucker like me, I don't know, like, I would ask a girl, like, you know, like, especially at the point in my life now, like, what is your aspirations? You know, like, what are you trying to do out here? You know, like, are you, you know, like whatever moves that I see that they're doing, you know, if they're doing their school thing, if they're going to their job, or if they're doing whatever on the side, like, okay, like, how serious do you take that? Because exactly how I'm taking my shit, you know? So it's like.
And then it's, so we fucking? Oh, what?
No,
So we
yeah.
fucking? Oh,
Have you
fucking.
guys ever asked that on a first date?
Fuck no.
Is we fuck? Well, man, I was like, yo, is we fucking or I'm fucking?
No, there's no first date if you
That's,
fucking.
the second one sounds like rape. So.
Yo, that's the Bill Cosby joke.
That's the Bill Cosby joke.
Like we
That's a big
fucking,
one.
we
You gotta
fucking or I'm fucking.
No.
I never though.
I'm gonna take one
never.
out of the book of the young man, Mr. T.I., where he says, "Is you happy? Go ahead, tell him." It sounded way better in my head when I said it.
I got you though. I got
But
you.
no, like
I feel it.
I feel like one of the things of being with somebody is they have to be happy with themselves, happy with their family, happy with their life, just happy in general. I'm not saying that you have to fake it or that you have to anything, but I want to know, are you genuinely happy? Because if you're not happy, you're coming into whatever this is going to become unhappy. And then so now you're looking for me to make you happy. And right now, my main focus is making sure that I'm happy. You know what I mean? And
Right.
making sure that I'm the one who is just in different aspects of life just thriving. So I would love to know if the person is happy, because I feel like that's extremely important. Which brought this question, honestly, I thought about it because I was thinking about, is the whole marriage question, is that too much to ask on the first date? If this is like a serious date, this isn't like a, yo, let's go to fucking da-da-da and we gonna eat, you know what I mean? Like, this is like a, hey, like you actually ask a girl out on a date and you plan something very nice. Is like, it's a serious, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to make a difference of what the type of date it is that you would ask that question.
I want to say it's okay, but I swear I've been there and I'm thinking to myself, like, what's wrong with this? Yo, she asked me on the first, like,
No. I don't
first
care
time I
about the
told
girl.
her.
I'm talking about you. Would you
That's what he's saying. Like, he would take it away. Like,
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I would do that because how, like, I looked at the girl asking me that question. And, like, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you know, so that's why, like,
I don't know.
I
but,
wouldn't.
but like we've been talking. Well, I don't know, because I mean, does this happen anymore? Like,
I
you've
said
been
the
talking
first date.
Well, yeah, I know, but like,
Yeah,
but
first date.
I'm saying like you've been talking for 3 months, and then you guys finally go on that first date type shit. You know, that you guys been talking for a minute. Remember, like back in a little bit.
That's
back
how
in the day,
that's how I envision it.
Yeah, you should be like talking. So like then like so that time like or
I mean,
like,
the first time you meet face to
Face,
face,
kind of.
first time face to
first
face.
face,
Okay.
you know. So like, but you guys already have a rapport. You guys already gone through all the music you like, the movies you dislike. You know what you watching and about their daily routine.
Because the date is like that step that's gonna take it to the next
Alright.
level.
I feel you, but I think how women or even males, how we should prep this up is also another question that I think was pretty good is, what are you looking for? So then I think that's also like, instead of saying like the whole marriage thing, how about like, what are you looking for? You know, are you looking for something serious? Are you looking for something play? Are you, you know, even though
I think that's that should be done
beforehand.
That should be done. Like, I mean, I could just give you a, all right.
But yeah, but then but
I've been
text messages
through-
that don't come off sometimes. You know what I mean? You kind of have to rapport with someone, you know, before you probably ask that, you know. And like right now, we're just kind of having fun texting back and forth
Listen,
all fucking day.
Some
I've-
cute shit.
I'm just trying to. 2 times already I done did that this year. Like-
Ask the woman about marriage?
No, I'm saying in the beginning. No, I'm saying in the
No, I was ready to
beginning.
hit the bomb.
In the beginning, letting them know
What you looking for?
exactly.
Oh, but you're a douchebag. You probably were like, I ain't.
I did not say
No,
that.
chill.
You're like, oh,
chill.
okay.
I'm saying this is how this is what you're supposed to do. Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, you're supposed to let them know off rip.
So what's
you
your
feel
answer
me?
to that?
What do you mean? I mean, I'm not gonna like.
Oh.
I'm not gonna let it go further than that.
Wait,
Because
what?
all right.
I'll ask you, what's your answer to that?
I was kind of fumbling on the words, is because what you're saying was about the whole marriage and all of that stuff and what you want, and you know, like,
Yeah,
in a
well,
relationship.
Instead of asking, are you looking for marriage, ask
Alright.
what you're looking for.
Yeah.
That's-
You know,
That's
like,
what I'm asking them.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. So my response back is like, that ain't what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? Because they're looking for the marriage and, you know, like the long term, this, that, and the third or whatever, you know. So I got to let them know off rip, like, yo, maybe I did get your number and, you know, I thought you was, you know, just trying to dance. You know.
And do the rock away?
Yeah, I didn't want to, like, say, like, oh, you trying to fuck. This is the Ambition Hour podcast.
At the end of the day, that's kind of like what ends up happening.
Thanks.
Which, by the way, okay, so this is the Ambition Hour podcast, meaning that we have an array of topics that we speak about. And one of them does include like being very positive and very like, you know, trying to not teach you guys because we're not teachers, but we're also trying to enlighten you on certain aspects of our lives that we feel would be beneficial for you in your life. So I just wanted to make that clear so that way we know, because I know we sometimes talk a lot about hip hop and we talk about, you know, specific topics like we talked about the post-nut syndrome and et cetera, and things like that. But I don't want to ever stray away from the fact that this is the Ambition Hour podcast, where if you know what the word ambition means, then you know that there's positivity. There's going to be times where we're going to motivate you and we're going to give you nice little pep talks, because that's what it is. Okay, so we're gonna go into some music because it has been a very good week in music. The VMAs happened. I doubt both of you guys watched it, but you probably saw clips on Instagram or something. At least nothing.
Yo, they tried the girl that was in Missy's video.
Oh, with the squeaky video of her sneakers.
Yeah.
Yo, she killed. First of all,
It was looking hard.
she grew up mighty fine. She looked bad as fuck when I saw her come out. I was like, oh shit, all right, my dog looking right. And so like Spitz said, Missy won the Vanguard Award, the Michael Jackson Vanguard Award, because they're talking about they took the name out. They took Michael Jackson's name off of the award. And then, but Missy made sure to go ahead and say it. But Missy did an amazing job in her performance. She performed Hot Boy. She performed Super Free. What is it? Why am I singing? Super Duper Fly. Sorry.
Super Duper Fly.
She also performed like Gossip Folks, and she just performed a lot of her hits. She had 7 minutes. I wish it would have been longer, especially since I watched the Mary the Mary thing that they did on BET. They gave her 20 minutes, and then they gave Misty 7 on MTV. So I was like a little annoyed by that. And they also did like a New Jersey set where there was just different, you know, artists from New Jersey. I'm really sad that Joe Budden wasn't a part of it, but I mean, we can't always have what we want. And another standout performances were the J Balvin and Bad Bunny. Love them with all my heart. They came out and were just like, they just brought so much life into like the award show, and it was pretty cool. Also, Normani performed. Her performed. There were a lot of really good performances. Rosalia and Ozuna performed. It was a pretty good mix of artists, which I really liked. Especially a lot of Latino artists were a part of like the main performances. Like Bad Bunny and J Balvin had a set themselves.
Who had the best performance, you think?
The best I mean, without speaking on Missy, I would say Normani. Cause J Balvin's their performance was good, but there were it just didn't do what Normani's performance did for me. But then again, nice. I'm falling in love with her song. She's a really good dancer, a really good performer. I feel like she's the next girl who's gonna come out and just kill it with the dancing, the singing, and she's just beautiful, and like she's relatable. She's the age that a lot of girls are right now. Like, well, yeah, she's like, you know, the people who are listening to music, I guess like the young people now, like you can say, like, you know, that they have somebody to look up to, you know what I mean? And I really, really like that, because in my generation, I had Beyonce, you know, as a woman to look up to. Like, I had Beyonce, I had just different artists, like the main one being Beyonce, obviously, because we all know how I feel about her. But yeah, so I love that, you know, girls have, you know, a girl like Normani to look up to, and, you know, to kind of bring the pop essence, and like she also does songs with other artists. But yeah, she was a good one. And then, like I said, so there was also Rosalia and Ozuna, and there was some other performances. Oh, and then Big Sean and A$AP Ferg performed a song that they premiered that same day. So it was the first time a lot of people really heard that song, and I haven't stopped playing that song since. I'm really excited because Big Sean went on Funkmaster Flex.
Yeah.
And did a dope. He did 2 freestyles.
Yeah, but yeah, they switched the beat for him. Well, not for him, but yeah, he did the London.
And then he did Through the Wire.
And then he did Through the Wire, yeah. It was really dope. He had a lot of bars in there. It was really cool also, like, the beginning of it, like, Fun Flex saying, yo, I remember you at the car show. And that was before him, like, having a deal and all that stuff. And he was like, man, you've been the same person since. I don't know. I always like that, like, little insight. Like, how long they actually, like, knew each other. Or, like, you know, ran into him or whatever like that. But he killed. He had a bunch of bars on there. You know, like, I think I like that London one. That one was dope. Even though he spazzed on Through the Wire, too. Like, he even ended it with, like, now I'm on MTV making all the bands.
Yeah.
You know, like, type shit. So, like, that was, he was like, because he was fresh off the performance in the VMAs. I don't know. It's exciting right now, I think, for Big Sean. I think, you know, the music that he comes out with, I mean, I think people are probably going to have a close ear to it. Because I think I think he got something in what he's doing right now. That whole little thing. Because the 2 songs he dropped earlier this year. And then now this, you know.
Got a little momentum going.
Yeah, I think he should have a big fourth quarter, I guess I could say.
Yeah, I'm looking. Okay, so he and the freestyle that he did, the first one with London, he said she asked what time I was born because she on CoStar. So CoStar, for those of you that don't know, fellas, putting y'all on game, CoStar is an app that lets you know, like, it's your astrology sign.
Yeah.
So pretty much with the time that you were born, we can basically figure out, well, like, this app can basically figure out a lot of different things of your characteristics and lets you know certain things about your personality and how your day is going to go and what your weaknesses and strengths are. So when I heard that bar, I busted out laughing because he definitely, like, put us on blast for that.
Y'all ain't slick.
And then another one that he said was, to see things 2020, we needed 2019. Another bar that he said was, overwhelmed in my head. Sometimes I want to scream. I wear my smile like a mask. Happy Halloween. Yeah, that was another one that I really liked. Yeah. That was from Through the Wire. I'm always dropping bars, like, on Twitter. Just because, like, whatever catches my attention, like, I'm really excited.
Snatching it up.
Yeah, I talk in lyrics. Another one of the topics that we wanted to bring up. What did you want to say? Anything else about the Big Sean freestyle?
No, I think that was about it. Well, I think it was dope, and I just think that he's probably gonna have some shit. He even talked about Joe Buttons, like how, like, Joe Buttons went from hating to be like, oh, you got something or whatever like that. When I guess they linked up or whatever. So yeah, I just thought it was dope, and that's basically it.
Well, we talked about, because one of the people that we did want to speak on was the Joe Budden and Drake being on Joe Budden's live.
Oh yes, at the pool party and shit
at
like that.
At the pool party. First of all, I'm gonna need to get invited to that pool party. I don't want, like, no scandalousness. I just want to, like, be there. And I wish I would have seen, like, Lucky Day perform.
So wait, what?
Oh wait, you don't know? Okay, so let's check this out. So Joe Budden goes on live at his pool party, right? And then Drake goes on the live and starts trolling him. I have the screenshots. Hold on. Okay, so.
Wow, this nigga Drake.
The petty king.
Drake.
He's a funny guy, right? Like, it's hilarious.
Okay, so I have a couple of them because I was watching it. I was literally, like, on the phone or whatever. So Drake said, play Story of a Died-In right now and see if it rings off. I promise the only person that's going to know the words is Rob Markman. So for those that don't know, Rob Markman works at Genius.
Yeah. And he's like a rapper too, and he's super lyrical guy, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then another one that he said, pump it up, we'll send that Airbnb into a frenzy on God.
That's Joe's house. Joe hosts it at his house.
Joe's house. That's what he said.
Yo.
And then Drake said, that shit look like it's sponsored by Four Loko. Dog, he kept going in. And then I guess somebody was talking to Joe around the same time that he was on live with him. There was some other ones, I just didn't catch them because I heard later when I listened to the podcast some other things that he said. And then Drake said, nah, the girl in the background trying to crack on me sound like she managed Travis Porter.
I'm dead.
Bruh, that shit was so fucking... And then the thing is that I couldn't... Like, I'm watching the live, and I'm like...
Drake's really on here.
He's
doing what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, he's looking... Like, That's what I'm saying. Like, the party is so popping that fucking Drake was in
Facts,
Joe Budden's
facts.
live.
So wait, who pool party it was?
It
It's
was
Joe.
Joe
Joe
Budden's
Budden's?
pool party.
Yeah, he has like an annual pool party. Then gets like all the baddies to go there.
All the baddies. That's why I gotta be there.
That's why we gotta be there too. Yeah. Oh,
The
we
plug.
gotta get us a mic, or let's see if we can perform. That'd be hella dope.
And there's people who
Facts.
like
Yeah,
there was like
yeah.
people that are in the business that are there,
Yeah,
like
exactly,
that do
yeah.
podcasts. That one of the podcasts that I love, The Horrible Decisions. One of the girls was there, and yeah, so I just think that's cool. And some other people from podcasts and stuff were there too, so I think that's dope.
It's funny. Well, if y'all watch the Joe Budden podcast, that they were cracking on Joe, because they were like, he's gonna tell a girl like, I think you have a future in broadcasting. Like, why don't you have a podcast? That's gonna be like his bars to a girl and shit like that, like his pickup lines and shit.
Nah, Joe believes in me.
Yeah, Joe just believes in me.
He just believes in me. No one believes in me like him.
And it's just funny, yeah, like Joe, like Drake, still with this with this humor. You already know how funny Drake is.
Drake
but
is hilarious.
to be in those comments and kind of like being shicey like
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
like
yeah,
like
yeah.
into Joe, it just shows like the petty king. Like that's just keep on thinking like you gotta give like even though 50 kind of owned that,
It ain't gonna stop.
but Drake, just doing that and I don't know, and being light and fun. That shit was dope. And him even mentioning the story of Adonis, like I don't know, that's kind of kind of meta, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? That's like Jay making a joke about using ether. You know what I mean? Like, and not saying it's the same effect or whatever like that. I mean, that didn't kill any of their careers either. But yeah,
that is a physact. And on the same topic of Drake, we did post on the Ambition Hour podcast page, which you should follow us. It's just Ambition Hour on Instagram and on Twitter.
right here.
This is a story from 2014 about Drake using he had his screensaver on his TV on his computer. Basically what he did was that he went online and he looked for the biggest pool like in America or something like that, and the nicest pool, and then he found a picture of the pool that he liked and he put it on his screensaver. Fast forward, he ends up finding the house that has the pool. And the house is for sale for $27 million. At that moment, he can't at that moment he couldn't get it or something like that. I don't think it's that he couldn't get it, but it was just like it was $27 million, and then the person who was selling the house, they were like really really needed money. He ended up getting the house for $7 million, and so he now owns the house that was once his screensaver. So I felt like that was something that was very inspirational. I am like really big on manifesting things and like, the power of the law of attraction and, just believing that what is for you is for you. And I just felt like it was a really cool story to share. And it got a lot of great feedback. A lot of people really liked it because, like I said, it's a very inspiring story. Like, who doesn't put, something inspiring around them on their screensaver or on whatever it may be? Because I know I do. I have a picture of New York in my thing because I plan to move there. So I want to manifest it in a way that I'm seeing it all the time. Or, like, I in my wallpaper, I'll even do
So if I had pictures of titties and bitties, I'll get more titties and bitties.
Note to self.
These dudes are about to
Right
change
there on
their
the screen,
wallpaper.
right there on the
I
screen.
hate y'all.
Speak it to manifestation.
You know
Put the pooms right here. Pooms right there. Pooms.
But like
Pooms.
but several pooms.
Every time I click it, pooms.
Because that's what I'm
pooms.
looking for. You know what I mean?
Like,
Like,
I hate y'all. But you know what I was gonna
Couple
put?
of pooms.
You know what I was gonna put? But I was like, you know what? Let me be an adult because I was gonna put in the caption.
you guys have them?
No,
Oh.
I was.
They did
Well,
all
no,
good.
because I was gonna put changes screensaver to picture of crush or some shit like that, and yeah. But then I'm like, let me just inspire these people real quick. That's what I really wanted to put.
That was a good move.
UD for 3.
Glad you're shooting at 3. Like, I was pulling up half court. She just get to the logo and click.
Facts.
And I make
Money.
it in, right? All right, bet. I like that. I like making it in. Okay. I also wanted to point out the fact that this is the 18th anniversary of Aaliyah's passing.
Wow, man. How time
R.I.P.
flies. Yeah, R.I.P. The baby girl.
Yeah.
Aaliyah.
Facts.
R.I.P. Aaliyah.
Yeah, I wanted to mainly bring it up because I was talking to Hav like the day of, like I guess the anniversary. It's really weird saying that because it's like when you think anniversary, you think you're celebrating something, and it's
we're
like
celebrating her life, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like it's still weird because I don't know. Yeah, but for me, I was just like, damn, I remember that day coming home from school, finding out the news, listening to her music all the time, and then watching like a whole bunch of documentaries of hers and like just the story of what happened in the accident, and just watching the making of the video, and just remember like hearing the news over and over and over again and not believing it every single time.
Shit was weird.
Yeah, it was just crazy. It was the first time that an artist besides Selena that I cared for had passed away, and Selena had passed away like maybe 6 years before Aaliyah did or something like that. So it hit me at a different age, so I didn't know how to take it because it was just like, this is the person that I listen to all the time, and they are no longer here. And now all we're left is her beautiful music. So I was listening to like Aaliyah Sunday and Monday, and just like remembering her. So I just wanted to, just say that. So that way.
And fuck R. Kelly.
You know what? That's something that I really like think about as a fan of hers, and listening to her music and knowing that first album, he's on the cover, and then there's this one song that I love, it's At Your Best, and it's the remix, and then you hear him in the song, and I'm just like, I feel so wrong because I know that background
telling me no.
because I know that background voice is his, but I'm not gonna stop listening to it because it's like,
do it.
and even like back and forth, like back, that's he's in, like, it's just, it sucks. But and then even with AJ Nothing But a Number, like seeing that, like it just brought back so many like dark things. And one of the things that I'm happy that I remembered was Aaliyah never fully got to tell her story when it came down to
anything.
Of anything.
Of anything. She passed away before she was able to talk about it to the masses, or even maybe to somebody. You know what I mean? Because at that age, she passed away around 24. Around that age, you're still trying to process things. She's a celebrity. She is,
Facts.
Mental health wasn't as strong as it was before. She didn't die because that she overdosed or anything like that. But I could just imagine like what she passed away with. And then I think about how me as a person who's alive right now, like I need to let some things go so that way that's just out. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so that if I die tomorrow, like that shit, like, you know how I feel about you, you know how I feel about you, like this is how it's all going to be. The podcast is here. I talk freely on the podcast a lot. I'm not afraid to say what I gotta say. And like is that just made me really, really sad.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, R.I.P. Aaliyah. Damn, I gotta go listen to some of her music now.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see the behind the scenes. Because I feel like they did not a behind the scenes. What was that shit? My Diary.
Yeah, they did a diary of hers.
I
remember watching it many times.
What's so weird about MTV? Speaking of MTV and Viacom, why? What? Like, where did those go? Like, why don't they have that up on YouTube or? I don't know if it is on YouTube. Probably it is, but I'm pretty sure it's not ran by them. But
rights. It's like copyrights to that shit.
Yeah, but like
whenever they don't,
but even like Netflix can't check the cut the check. Like
and you got to think about it too. People aren't buying that. Like like TV like shows and shit like that. They're not buying it. Like channels, I mean, they're not buying the rights for them to play it.
Oh, to play that show.
To play those.
To play Yeah, or even MTV need to do something like even those old Making the Bands, MTV Cribs.
For real.
You know what I mean? Even like
that'll be hard.
It'd even be cool like to see fucking TRL, like like
Man,
a fucking 50 Cent
like
came
a nice
out.
little old episode.
Yeah, like an old episode.
If they bring the real world back,
but the old with the old world, I think they do that with Jersey Shore. So I don't know what's really. I guess the other companies that are the buyer companies are not really like, okay, yeah, this is gonna be. But damn,
you got me at Real World.
So they have like part 1. They have like for the diary from MTV. They have part 1, part 3. They have the behind the scenes of the video for Rock the Boat, which I remember seeing.
Yeah. Are those like available on YouTube?
I mean, yeah, that's where I'm looking at them. Yeah. That's pretty. I didn't even think to look at those the other day. I just thought of like listening.
That's on
to
the actual
music.
YouTube channel, or
I just searched on YouTube.
No, I mean the actual MTV YouTube channel.
The
or
ones
just
that I'm seeing,
the homies,
random.
The homies.
Yeah,
random.
it's just like Aaliyah
forever.
Like XX Aaliyah, X Aaliyah, like those type of pages.
I mean,
But that's dope.
beautiful.
So
But like, yeah, you always want to see the complete product in the highest quality. Go ahead.
for real, because I'm not about to watch video 1 and then go to 3 because I might get ADD and go to another video and
Okay,
instead.
that was 24 minutes. All right, it's time to go back on Instagram.
But yeah, so R.I.P. to Aaliyah.
R.I.P. Favorite Aaliyah song. Go.
R.I.P. to
One in a million. I'm sorry. I'm cheating.
Yeah, my bad.
That's a good song.
Or Let Me Know.
That's at your best.
I
like my favorite. Honestly, is the remix.
Okay, that's probably
The one that
really
goes at your best. It's like a little more. It's 1, 2, check up, baby. Let me know what's up.
Okay.
Whoa,
Put us
man.
on. Put us on. Put me on.
That song is so good. And then
Put us on.
There's also one called Don't Wanna Be Alone, and that's the one that they play on next Friday when Craig goes up upstairs to homegirl's room. When he sneaks into the Mexican's house. Yeah, that song is playing in the background in her room.
Yeah, she's in the room.
And she's in the room playing that. Yeah. And then so I always remember that song, and I always remember that scene because I remember when I first heard the song from that scene, and I was just like, this is a fucking Aaliyah song that I don't know. And then it's a really cute song. So today that we're recording, it is Michael Jackson's birthday. Mm-hmm. So happy birthday to the king.
Happy birthday, King. My bad.
Yo, happy birthday to King of Pop.
The fucking power went out like an hour ago. You know what I mean? So I got the recording of the back recording of the recording of the other recording. But R.I.P. to and happy birthday.
It's happy birthday.
Yo, happy birthday to the King of Pop, man.
Rest in peace to him as well.
I would save my slander for another day.
Oh my god.
You know, I was listening to him earlier and he said some dumb shit, and I was just like, shut up.
Get out of here with that craziness.
A lot of you guys on the Ambition Hour podcast Instagram page shared your favorite Michael Jackson songs, so I just wanted to name a couple of them that you guys shared.
I'm the one that said Off the Wall. So that's one of my favorite songs by Mike. I also like the young Mike, because that's the old thing. Older. Nah, more of like the solo ones, of like
his first album.
From Off the Wall.
No. When he's young, when he's still legit, like the ones that didn't hit at Motown or whatever like that. Can it be I stayed away too long? That shit right there, yeah. That shit.
Oh yeah.
Y'all gonna need to sing on here without the tune.
Yo, that's a fire.
Really, really.
And then he has another
fire track.
I never guess. Oh, that's the same.
Oh yeah, no. Say goodbye. Yo, that's fire.
Yeah, that's my shit, man.
The thing is with Michael Jackson is he's very good with high notes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Just
like the thing is the thing is with singing, people don't understand, like, you can't hit certain notes like that, and he can hit certain high notes.
Yeah.
Like Mariah Carey.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
you know
someone
else.
I had to clear my throat just thinking about that.
Hey.
One of the things that because I was listening to Remember the Time, and one of the things that a lot of rappers need to give credit to is that whole gunshot thing in the songs.
I killed that.
Yo, she scared me. I was like, yo, I thought that was Mike Jack.
That was Mike Jack for real. Is that on the soundboard?
Drop a bomb. Where is it?
Yeah, I was listening to that shit and I was just like, hold the fuck up. Motherfuckers out here still ain't giving my dog credit for the shit that he done did in these songs. So some of the songs that y'all said was PYT, which is a really good song. Someone said PYT always sets up the vibes. I agree. Billie Jean, hands down. I said that's an OG fuckboy song, but we still love it. He said that kid is not my son.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He said it on a song.
He said it right. Yo, that was
toxic.
Crazy though.
Mike was tripping.
Snap my love.
Like all bobbing through the biz. Like that really ain't his son.
Damn.
Like, why is that woman claiming that shit?
What false ass claiming shit is this?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Someone else said Human Nature.
I was just gonna say that when Human Nature and Butterflies are my top.
Yeah, Butterflies is a really good song.
Yeah, Butterflies.
Someone else said Remember the Time, which is bomb. I always remember that video.
Yeah, which said R.I.P.
Rest in peace to
John
Singleton.
John Singleton.
Facts.
That video is another thing because he's
trying
to bag Eddie Murphy's.
Who's it? What's in there? Eddie Murphy,
Oh,
right?
Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who, like you said, he's gonna be on SNL.
He's gonna be
Facts.
on
Hosting
SNL.
it. I think I saw
Facts.
the calendar is like the end of the year. Or
Did you
something
see?
Like that.
Yeah.
Did you see the trailer for the new movie that's gonna come out on Netflix?
It's Dolomite, right?
Dolomite. Yeah,
Dolomite.
it looks super funny. That shit.
It looks.
Nah, but I catch everything on Netflix.
It's
so I'm
clever.
there.
It looks clever.
And it looks like an ode to those older films too. You know what I mean? Kind of like how Jackie Brown did. Well, how Quentin Tarantino did that with Jackie Brown and shit. Like, kind of paying homage to that Afrocentric or whatever like that time era of movies. I think it is. I be trying to know about movies, y'all. So I mean, I watch other movies.
Yeah, he does.
Movies with the sound off and everything.
And then another song was "They Don't Care About Us." Have already told you guys the song that he said. Kanye did come out with the track list. I didn't want to get distracted, but I did post it on the Ambition Hour podcast page.
He came out with a what?
Kim
Track list.
posted a track list.
Wait.
The album is supposed to be coming out September
wait.
27th.
And what is it called?
September
Jesus is
20
King.
September 27th.
September 27th. Yes.
And Jesus is King.
Jesus is King is the
Can
name.
you read like the
Of course.
track list?
Oh, let's wrap up this Michael Jackson thing because this. Okay, so yes, so happy birthday, the King! Thank you for sharing your favorite songs with us. I appreciate that. It brought back so many memories for me. Like you just sharing the songs that you guys put on there.
Facts.
I appreciate that, and thank you for always engaging on whatever it is that we put on the podcast page. And so the track list for the new Kanye West album is as follows.
That was a hell of a.
Kyle, like,
I don't-
hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
That because I don't know. That's just like Glade. Glade. Okay, I think I don't know if that's a C or a G, but it's a C because I'm comparing the G's. Okay, so it's Clade. The number 2 is Garden. Number 3 is Sella. Number 4 is God Is. Continues to go on to Baptized, Sierra Cannon, Hands On, Wake the Dead, Water, Through the Valley, Sunday, and Sweet Jesus. So that is the official track list.
Brother is not on there. There's
Brother?
not one of the brother on there.
Ain't no brother, no sister.
No brother, no sister. Nah, but you know what I'm talking about though, right?
You heard the leak?
You heard the leak?
Well,
got
no,
the leak?
because I seen this episode with Irv Gotti on Tales.
Yeah.
And he did he did an episode of the song Brothers.
Yeah.
So I thought, yo, that song's fire.
Nah,
Like I thought he was gonna like. I watched like
That's not for that.
that episode like 3 times just to hear the song at the end because it works with it so well. Because once you watch everything and then the song plays, it's like damn, that shit all comes.
They got you with that one?
Yeah, I was like, yo, this is a good one. This is a good one. They got me. Thanks.
And so one of the things that we have been noticing, especially in the media and with celebrities, is how their children are being treated. And the reason why we are even bringing this up is because I recently saw a video of Royalty, which is Chris Brown's daughter, singing to No Guidance. And people in the comments were basically saying, like, how is this child who is 5 years old not being able to say the lyrics of this song, or why does she talk like that? And it's just like, first of all, I just learned all the lyrics to No Guidance. So let's start right there. We don't all have the same memorization skills, and I don't think that has anything to do with making it seem like you're a child.
Wait, hold on. Check this out. So y'all mad at a child that don't know the song, but then y'all get mad at a child that do know a song. They be like, how they so?
Oh, they fast.
They don't know they ABCs though.
Oh,
Okay. But we gonna bag her because she doesn't know a song though.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't know what we want to be mad
Yet
at.
another child who has gone through that is North, because North
Yeah, that
was
pissed
like,
me off.
and
Yeah.
the thing is that people are saying this when they're singing songs. Like, they're singing songs. Like, there's grown people who I see at concerts when they show them on the TV they're like, I don't know what the fuck they saying. They're not singing the lyrics. So, like, I don't understand that. Why there's a new society in the social media world that is literally just dedicated to criticizing the children of these celebrities and bringing them down. And nobody ever gives any of these celebrities credit for anything.
Yeah, for like actually withstanding these idiots. Cause I'm gonna just be honest, like if you literally are on someone's page, following them, saying negative shit or whatever. Like, bro, if you don't like something, like, don't follow it. Like, a lot of shit I don't like, I don't follow it. Like, I don't. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
or mute it.
Yeah, like my biggest friend, mute and block. Those are good, and it keeps you pure. It keeps your energy good, because if it's something like, because if you see something you don't like, it give you that anger, that little bit, damn. So if you don't see it, that'll help you out. If seeing celebrity kids makes you that mad, I think you need to mute them. You know what I'm saying? So. I don't know. Yeah,
man. Especially, like, man, a kid. Like, bro, it's a kid. Like, they barely get in Baby Shark off. Like, like, or the Move It. I like the Move It shit. Like, I think one is just a discussion, and all those people that had any comments about North or Chris Brown's kid or any baby at that, no matter if it's
not your fucking child.
Exactly. It's not your child.
Period.
And you shouldn't even. You have the fucking nerve. Did anyone teach you pick on someone your own size? Like, literally, like, on some, like, we gotta go back to basics and shit like that. Cause, like, if you 25, fuck that. If you 16, type in all hard on Twitter or whatever.
Honestly,
like that, or in the comments, like,
bruh, you know what they thinking is going on if they type that in there? Oh, this is gonna hurt Chris Brown. This is gonna hurt Kanye. This is gonna hurt Kim by saying this about their child. They're not thinking about what they're saying about the child. They're just thinking like, I hate this person, so I hope they see it, and I hope it hurts their fucking feelings. Like, and that's disgusting. You know what I'm saying?
That also brings me. Well, what I saw earlier today, it's an old clip, but it's a Nipsey when those people come up to him with a camera. He's like, "Yo, I would have tested your jaw today," coming up on me like that. Like, "Oh, you could go to jail." He's like, "Don't scare me with jail. I've been in jail." And then he was like, "You're a famous person." He's like, I'm a 60s crip first. But put that together. Even Lauren London's in the car, and she's like, like, y'all just y'all tripping, because they just kind of came at him hot, and kind of look a suspect, like that's the thing too. Like, bro, I even had it happen to me, a motherfucker running up on me, like, and bro, I'm little old me, but I'm just having like a rough day a little bit. Someone run up on me, like acting like they were fucking being cute. Like, trying to make me happy and put, like, all of a sudden record me. I'm like, yo, get that on my face.
I remember once I was out and I was taking a picture. Like, my homegirl was taking a picture of me. And this dude, he literally, like, kind of, like, got close to me and, like, touched me. And I was like, don't fucking touch me. Like, the fuck is you the right to touch me? People just be way too comfortable with other people's spaces. Like, you can't just be out here recording people.
Touching your hair.
Do you know how many times?
My bad. That's a touchy subject right there. That's a trigger.
Ever since I cut my hair, it hasn't been that much of a problem because they don't think it's like an awe when they see my short hair. But when I definitely had my long hair, it was definitely a problem, and these boys saw my pain and the attitude I would catch right after. But I see funny things all the time that I think I couldn't get away with recording and posting it on my social media. But who am I to record some funny, like, if it's funny but it's going to tarnish the other person, like, why would I post it?
Right.
That shit is funny.
Or why would I invade their privacy? You know what I mean? Like, I don't have rights to that.
But what was it? I think it was a CVS. Some guy was getting, like, beat up, and he's like, look at you over there recording. Like, at the worker, he's like, I don't fucking work here.
Oh, wait, hold on. I remember that. Shit. Like,
he's like, that shit was fucking working.
That shit was so funny.
That shit had me dying.
Because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, this motherfucker probably worked here. It's like, bitch, I don't work here. It's just like, oh shit.
Clay is so right though, because like, yeah, like, like, you see so much shit, and you're even like, fuck, I should just have my camera out, or like, even right there.
Seeing some shit, especially when I go to the mall sometimes. Or like even in like in that area where the mall is, even in that area, because I mean that's where the crackheads be. You know what this observation I made? Kendall got ducks, but fucking Cutler Bay got fucking crackheads.
Got doves?
Ducks.
Kendall
has ducks.
Kendall has ducks.
Oh, duck ass niggas?
No, like that too. Let me stop.
Hey, sorry, we fuck with Kendall.
Yeah, for real.
We literally in Kendall's backyard. We passed 2 blocks
right next door.
Yeah, sometimes the gun just goes off.
Yeah. And then like, that's why we're here, to be like, yo.
Yo, chill.
No, we the bad friends. We're like, yeah, facts.
Then we had a backtrack. Let me make sure my affairs were in order.
Facts.
Got
So,
affairs in order.
The
Fab
piano
is-
dudes got guns.
Someone said it.
I guess your shit is
Someone
shooting
had to
too.
say it, for real. Hey, so Fab's out here driving the boat with Meg.
That's okay. We're having a discussion about a girl picking up a guy. Yo, what about this? This don't get your man car taken away?
Nah, they do that in the club. You talking about that right
But
there?
it's Meg.
You talking about
Yo,
that right there?
Meg can pick up a dude.
You talking about a shot?
Meg got strong ass knees
But
to
her
pick up a
drink, her
dude.
serving you the shot?
They didn't do that to you in the club, kid.
Fuck no. Well, I've never been a big drinker like that.
Okay, well,
But yeah, so she's chilling with Fab. She was just with Jay-Z.
I thought you were gonna say Meg picked him up. I was like, yo, let me see this.
No, what I'm
Meg picked
saying,
who up.
like,
He probably could pick him up.
Meg can
She can-
definitely pick up
That
a
you
dude.
see them legs? She probably
She
could pick
look
him
like
up.
she can pick up Moneybag Yo, like straight up.
Who's someone skinny? Well, Wiz is skinny anymore.
Wiz,
one of you.
Trey.
Well,
Fab is skinny.
Trey.
Trey Songz.
Trey Songz is skinny.
I mean, he
Fab-
works out.
Fab's skinny.
Fab need to chill.
Well, I guess I was gonna
Fab
say
need to
Tyga
chill.
because
Yo,
like, she could
Fab, you
definitely
need to
pick him
chill.
up.
Wasn't you just in your life?
Or any of those YBM boys, she could probably pick up.
Yo, you know, I be so hard on Tyga, and then be like, dog, that dude's trash as fuck.
That's messed up, man.
But
Why
then-
you talk about that video
But
with
then
the
as soon
girl?
as the doon doon doon, Cardi's like, hey.
I be like,
Yo, you know he be having some hits. He be having some
no,
hits.
because look, check this out. All right, so I'm literally still obsessed with the Chris Brown CD. Like,
Right.
ask Hav. Hav says and jokes around all the time that I'm the president of the Chris Brown fan club, because I'll be like 7 a.m. playing that shit.
Nah, but somebody needs to let people know that he's fucking talented.
Yeah, he's talented.
Y'all need
No,
to
no,
stop
no.
fucking
No,
playing.
but she mentions him for like any little thing.
For,
Like,
like-
oh, Chris Brown
it's-
has.
yeah, yeah.
Well, you know, Chris Brown, but like about 5 slap, like about 15 slappers.
Bro, that is because that whole album. Okay,
Nothing wrong with that.
what
Nothing
I
No, nothing wrong with it
what
at
I
all. Chris
initially
is so talented.
meant to bring up was because Tyga is in
verse,
one
yeah.
of the songs.
One of the better songs too.
Yeah, and it's a really good song. And his verse is so fucking clever. He says, fly you out to LA, take you to watch LeBron play or some shit like that. Dog, I don't know.
That's what you call balls.
Now that's what the fuck you call balls.
I don't know. Like I like when artists have like that type of wordplay,
Right.
because I think that's very clever. Like I like that clever shit.
That's
I
some
love
Cali
that.
player shit.
Yeah, I like that clever rap shit. And then he like, cause like that is like it's a really dope thing. So, but
Facts.
going back to the Chris Brown album. Because so this is what happened. So I fell in love with the first half when the album came out. So there's 34 tracks. So I fell in love with the first part of the album. Then I fell in love with the middle of the album. Then I fell in love with the rest of the album.
Damn.
So I listened to it in like 3 parts. But then now what happens is that since I did that, I'm able to listen to the entire album from beginning to end. And then sometimes that shit will repeat, and then it'll just keep going again. And then like there are a few times where I'll wake up and then I'll just like press play from the night before and then just continue. All that album.
Them streams is up for Chris Brown.
I'm saying.
It's because I haven't done to talk about this, as you can tell in my voice, because
That's a whole playlist, kind of.
you don't
34
gotta
songs?
worry about what you're
Yeah.
gonna play next. You don't, and then it's there's so many vibes in
Right.
there, like because there's features
Right.
from like Lil Wayne, Juvenile is in there. There's a song that this
Juvie killed this shit.
yeah, no, Juvie killed that shit. Lil Jon is in it. Gunna is in it. Like I said, Tyga is in it. He has the grinding sample with the song in there. That's one of like the best songs. I play that song in the office. Shout out to Chloe Money, and she loves that shit. Like cause I put her through listening to the album, and so she hears me saying, "Dog, can't nobody tell me that this man is not talented." Like I'll be in the office like.
She say put her through.
No, but she loves it. And
And Claudia beats her face with Fenty.
Like, I'm gonna play music.
oh my god, for real.
It's gonna be Chris Brown.
No.
Okay.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna hype y'all boys up. Cause I have y'all on my playlist, my Summertime Fine playlist. So make sure that y'all follow me on Apple Music. That way y'all can go ahead and get
Shout
that
out
playlist.
to the Summertime Fine
Yeah,
women.
no, it's Summertime Crushin'. I apologize.
Oh.
Summertime Crushin', and that playlist it has First Class. And so that song came on. She says that she knows. She's like, I know when this song comes on that it's your brother and Spitz. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, girl. So the song came on because I was playing the playlist. And she was rapping it.
Yeah, that's hard. Money,
that
man.
shit is dope.
I don't care what they say about you in that office. You do a great
They better not
job.
They
shit.
say
I'll
good things
fight
about
all
you
of them
because we
bitches.
saying good things about you now.
The thing is that Chloe's like the only one I like.
Oh, shit. Don't play that part too loud if y'all playing it right now.
So Chloe's like the main, because I mean she's the person that I share an office with, so I'm with her all day.
Oh, facts.
You know what I mean? So, and it's just cool that we vibe out. So shout out to Chloe Money once again.
Yeah, man, that's weird, man. You spend like more time sometimes with your coworkers than you do with your family. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
we're literally in a room together all day, going through the same thing, experiencing like getting a lot of work and life, because there's something that happens even if you're at work. Like, life does not stop when you're at work. Life continues going on when you're at work, and then your work keeps coming. So you have to kind of handle both. So if you have somebody who is there who you're able to communicate with and kind of vent to and kind of show their perspective on what it is and how you're feeling, it's a good thing too.
Makes it easy.
It's
get through the time.
so much. It's super healthy environment that I feel that we all deserve. Man, what time are we at?
oh, we got about like 5 minutes to the hour.
Oh shit. Okay. So Lil Nas acceptance speech. You said you wanted to talk about that.
Well, I just wanted to talk about like how, because that's the part that I did see, and I just want to talk about like how, I don't know, legendary that shit was. Because,
Wait,
like,
he just brought out that.
yeah, he brought that scroll, like,
but
you know.
said, I wasn't prepared for this. And then he
Yeah.
brings out the scroll and that's just all
Yo,
like
this
that.
like,
This
can I
kid
just
is
say
super
this?
funny. That's what I
He
wanna talk
gets
about.
it.
Yeah, he
man.
just gets it.
Like,
He's-
that kid gets it, man.
And he knows how to capitalize on a moment. You know what I mean? Like, and either if you knew or if you didn't know he was gonna win or whatever like that, I don't want to get to that speculation. I just want to focus on like what he actually did, the execution, and just like, kudos to him, man, having the fucking time of his life. Well, hopefully.
Facts.
And then and yeah, man, like I just thought that was cool. And like, man, this is taking advantage of the opportunity to the max.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And like just having that, and then Claudia had this fucking phenomenal post that I felt like should have got viral. I thought it was about to go viral.
It would have been nice.
Cause like, like this shit, like this is a list of people that got me fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, cause it's
And there's a long ass
it's a
list because it goes all
like,
the way down to the floor.
It goes
So
all
I
the
was
way down
just
to
like
the floor, like on some Disney Palace shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that
Like,
shit was definitely like, that's the list of people that got me all the way fucked up. But the funniest thing was that all he said was thank you.
yeah.
He brought that long ass thing and all he said was thank you.
Yeah,
And
I could have figured it.
And then let Billy Ray Cyrus kind of like say thank you, like, you know, say his acceptance speech as well. I don't want to forget, because Lizzo did a really good job in her performance, and Lizzo is another woman that I feel possibly is taking what a woman looks like, how a woman acts, how a woman can rap, how a woman can perform, how everything. Like, there's just so many different aspects of her that I am so excited for, because she's just like she plays the flute, she plays instruments, she dances, she sings, she acts.
Damn.
Like,
Nah, she's done
insane. That I would say it's a tie between both of them, because she had an inflatable ass on the stage and brought out gospel singers as well. And so Lizzo's performance was really good. I didn't watch that one on the TV. I saw it on my phone, so maybe that's why I didn't. But I did remember that, and I was like, yo, I cannot forget to give her props, because like she did a really, really good job. And I felt like she got robbed, because I felt like she was like best new artist or something like that, and then the Billie Eilish or whatever, which I don't really know any of her.
Let me tell you something about her. She has that like that how do you say, like emo kind of depression kind of music, and right now like those kids is really like I noticed them. They're in my live and stuff like that, you know, they're in my DMs and stuff like that, and I can see like how they cling to certain things. And that's the best way to describe them. They just generate to something, and they're thinking like, "Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying. Like, you know,
listen to music that makes me want to die." That's
I don't know.
Isn't that the depressive shit? I know that we all like different genres. I know you wanted to share a genre that you like besides hip hop.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like alternative. I mean, I don't really know what you could call it. I wanted to say just like different artists because I think we all like enjoy. Like you're saying different type of artists. I'm talking about Tori Morrow, which I might be saying it wrong. I do like Billie Eilish too.
Toro Imoy.
Moy.
Okay. So him. I mean, I don't know what they class him as, or like, even things like Mahit Jordan, Emotional Oranges. Like R&B definitely heavy. But just like how it could be, they have it under electric, and even like I like Tape Impala and even Jungle. I think those are like really good this is like good music, and then that's my thing. Like good music is just good music. Like you can't really like do anything about it when it's just good.
Yeah.
See, but then his album is alternative. They have it as under alternative, and even like blues and jazz, and shit like that.
Well, you should speak on the Billie Eilish thing.
And
since you say you listen to her.
Yeah, well, I mean, like she has a couple of songs on her album that I thought was like really good, and it's just like very artsy. Yeah, I think it does have like that emo or whatever tone that's like kind of not kind of in right now, but the kids are gravitating towards. I think
big time. They gravitate towards it.
It was the same thing with like heartbreaking songs like when we were younger.
Yeah,
like we used to like dead
I
ass.
love a good heartbreak song.
Yeah, especially when we were younger, and you used to get like broken up with a bitch or whatever like that, or with a dude. Like so.
You remember that song?
But
heard it all before.
I was
singing
taking it back.
I was
baby.
singing that song like I heard it all. I ain't heard shit. Sorry, continue.
Facts. I used to think the same thing.
I ain't know shit. One of my
you gonna feel it in the future though, motherfucker.
I heard that song the other day. I was just like, but now I have.
Right.
I was afraid that was gonna happen. My blind ass. Yeah, but
she has a couple other good songs that I enjoy. Like You Should See Me in a Crown, The Bad Guy, Zanny, and like shit like that. Like and she doesn't even when the party's over. There's one called like I Wish You Were Gay, and it's just like not really like.
What?
It was not even like too. I don't know. At least those like. I don't know. It's not too much. I don't know. I just think that it's great, and she works with her brother mainly, and they like I don't know. They're super creative, and I feel like she's yeah. I think she's like almost like a child of Kanye too, in a way.
I can see that. I can see how a lot of people have been attracted to Kanye and would hold him as an inspiration, because as you can tell, like even like with Michael Jackson, like a lot of people in different genres of music look to him as an inspiration. And it's just
Kanye looked at his ass.
Exactly. And so one of our favorite artists that is not part of hip hop is Christina Aguilera. And she just celebrated excuse me, the 20th anniversary of her album dropping. And that was one of my favorite albums when I was growing up. It came out in 2000 or 1999.
I had that shit playing or singing that shit the other day. I'm like,
sure did.
Hey, let me tell you something. She had a strong ass voice.
Yeah, see, you had like Britney, Christina, Beyonce, Mariah Carey, and that's what this girl is. What's her name? That's what that girl is today.
Normani?
Yeah.
Normani just...
She fits that format, like that missing gap, that like what's that needed, like not Ariana Grande, it's not like stepping out or, or Beyonce or anything like that, but you always need that other voice, you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, because we need more women in everything. Like
Facts.
More women in pop, more women in R&B, more women in hip hop. Like we're starting to go into this like, I feel it's like it's about to be like a flood of just like female MCs who are just going to tear up everything.
Before we go into that, but like even like what about some shit that you listen to outside of hip hop? Because I know at least like with me too, I like listening to that old 60s music type shit.
Yeah, that's what.
And then and like
no, that's pretty
yeah, and like Hall & Oates and shit like that.
Like Hall & Oates. I mean, it's certain
I love Anita Baker.
Yeah, like Anita.
Yeah,
She's
I mean,
good
it
shit,
just kind of like varies. It could be like some old like old school R&B.
Or like some Lionel Richie.
Yeah, like
some Bee Gees.
yeah. Like I don't
love the Bee Gees.
I would say some.
And I love Andy Gibb. That's his brother. One of the Bee Gees brothers.
Well, I would say probably a group that
They were brothers. Brothers.
Oh, because it's only one of them that he's a brother with.
Oh, I thought they were all brothers.
I don't think all of them are brothers.
We don't have to ask mommy. We don't even gotta ask Google.
Well, Google's right there.
I know.
My best. What were you saying?
We had to call
No,
my mom
I was
in
just
the room.
saying that certain certain other artists, probably like Avril Lavigne, like certain songs that she had.
I'll be damned. I guess they are brothers.
Um,
Avril Lavigne. This fool does love some Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, facts.
I would say like, oh man, since I would say like middle school, I've been like a really really big fan of reggae and like soca, and just dance hall and like all that type of music. I've always loved it, and I was actually listening to the Sean Paul album in the gym the other day, and I was like, yo. Homies wasn't outside when Sean Paul was out here fucking talking about giving the light and shit.
Tearing shit up.
Tearing shit up. He was like the soundtrack of my youth. Like Sean Paul.
Oh yeah.
Like with the just give me like man, that album, the Dirty Rock, that's a really good album. I remember buying that shit.
I think he like that. All that shit is like responsible for shit that's happened now, and like what's even making it bigger for either that scene, that tune. You know what it is called? When they put the Afro beats or whatever like that. But even though that's not reggae, but like even our acceptance, a little bit of like UK music. You know what I mean? And like outside music, or even Bad Bunny. I feel like Sean Paul led the door for that. For reggae to even be a little bit more in the culture, and then reggaeton came in, and then you had then you had a couple other things that came in too. So like. Sean Paul was huge, bro. Like he those videos too by X. Like, come on, man.
I fell in love with X because of those videos. Like, I remember having the biggest crush on X because of that. And if you don't know who we're talking about, is Director X, which is the director who's behind a lot of the videos, as well as like, I just feel like Hype Williams. Like, we're gonna have to one day just talk about Hype Williams, and like
have a director appreciation.
Yeah, that's a good idea. A director appreciation, that would be really dope. We have to pick our favorite directors, but
John Singleton could be in there too.
We can have a couple. Spike Lee. We can. Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves, guys.
So the females.
So the female MCs. I'm sorry. I wanted to finish the. Well, no, it's cool, but I'm happy that you're saying that because I did want to speak on that, especially since Rhapsody dropped a project that was really good, but yeah, so like I was thinking because like Beyonce and Sean Paul had that song together, so selfishly I'm like, damn, why didn't Sean Paul perform with her at Coachella? That would have been so cool. Like all of my like I feel like that would have been really, really cool if he would have came out when she performed that.
It would have been sick if Slim Thug came out too to do that little
to
part.
check up on it. What is it? Good girls always what?
Or Wayne, they came out to Soulja and T.I. came out. That would have fucking killed the fucking shit.
The thing is that people can't. Yeah, but then also people can't always be. But the thing is that they performed that. They performed Soulja. They performed Soulja. They perform. She performed Check Up on It. She can't bring up everybody. Yeah, she can't bring up.
But no, I'm just thinking about that. Like, okay, Sean Paul. Like, I was just thinking about other people that work with Beyonce that you don't really see her perform with or have performed with her. You know, like Jay gets his shit off all the time. You know what I mean? Time. You know, and Destiny's Child too. But like, I'm just thinking about like, those ones that she has with like, Wayne with Sean Paul. That'll be pretty cool to see. I mean, maybe they could do that at an award show or some shit. She needs the fuck. She really probably got the Vanguard
I don't think
award.
She has it yet, but I don't think Beyonce is going.
That's why Kanye was tripping. They should have gave her that shit that night.
Speaking of Kanye and Taylor Swift, they kept showing that girl every time in the fucking award show. I was over it.
She's a boss.
But continuing, so with the women in hip hop, Rhapsody dropped a really dope project. Meg is one of the women that is very prominent. I know that Tierra Whack is doing very well. Lizzo is part of that list as well.
Lizzo.
Rico
Rico Nasty, Cash Doll. All the dolls at that point.
Cash Doll, yeah, I follow her. She has a song with Pusha that's produced by Kanye. Psychopath, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She got like 4 on there, but it's dope as fuck what she does. They want that shit. She kills that shit.
Yeah, cause she has a song with Big Sean that I really, really, really like.
Yeah, she kills that shit too. A couple other females out there killing it too, like Rhapsody. Man, there's so many. Not so many, but like the ones that we named already. I mean, it goes without mentioning. I mean, well, Cardi B. Shit, man, Sweetie. There's so many female MCs, and I really think like next year, like 2020 should be the year of the female MC. I'm saying that now. I think that a lot of them are either warming up. Kamaya from the Bay, she definitely is due for another project. I think soon or probably early next year. Rhapsody just dropped. I think Sweetie's now cooking up a little bit more. You know, Meg is taking off.
That's my type.
And then you also got, Cardi B's, probably in store to come back because, even when she was talking about what she went through to her album, imagine if she just had a little bit more time. She already had like half of that album, of the album, all that album charted, so all the songs on there. So like, imagine if she was saying it was rushed and, someone that
she was sleeping 24 hours.
24 hours. She was sick. She was pregnant. She felt like, and just even like that, like, I mean, damn, I never thought about it. Like, but then even like that pressure, like, of like, damn, people saying that, yo, you fucked up, you doing this at the wrong point in your life and the wrong time of your career, and just being like, nah, fuck that, I have a child, I love this man, I'm gonna have this child, like, I respect that, I respect everything that she did and everything she went through to even give us that album, and then even the videos that she had to do before she was sewing and shit like that, like, so I think not only just that, and not that whole thing that women go through a bunch more stuff, but it's just that, like, man, like, I think with that, and then even, you have Nicki Minaj, that already has her thing, and I just think that, like, that's just going to be a flood in a way for next year for them to really take over, even later this year, I think they've done their thing this year, and it's only they could only expand on it. There's a lot of good MCs, like we were saying.
I would just hope that men can stop being sexist, and I don't even want to say just men, because there are also some women who believe that some of these women shouldn't be speaking the way that they speak and rap the way that they rap, and that some of them just don't even want to hear a woman rap. You know what I mean? So there are some people, men and women alike, that they're just not going to listen to it. Oh, it's a female, I'm not going to listen to it. She's going to be talking about her pussy.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Or she's going to be talking about fucking a dude, like as if these dudes ain't doing the same thing out here. And the thing is, one of the things that I've noticed is that, and somebody, I'm getting a blank on the name, but Joe Budden called him on the Joe Budden podcast and basically, like, asked him, like, what's going on with, like, the women in rap right now. And he said it himself. He's just like, these dudes out here, they're just sexist. Like, they don't want to hear these girls rapping their shit. They don't want to hear what it is that these women got to say. This women empowerment, this power that we have fought so hard to gain.
Facts.
And there's men who don't want to hear that. And that's part of the reason why women are not charting like they should, is because of that specific reason.
It makes a lot of sense.
You know what I mean? There's men out there who's just like, nah. And then there's women who they're just like, no, she's out here being a hoe. Or she's only going to be famous because of this. And that's one of the things that I wish that people would understand more when it comes to female artists, is that they're also battling that. And the reason why I say we're is because I'm not a singer, but I go through certain things that a woman in the music industry will go through.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because you think that, you think that because she's a little bit more popular, because there's dudes that are talking to her, there's an assumption that she's fucking one of them, or that she's, they're just like, oh, they're just around her, or they're only there because she's pretty and like all this stuff. It's just like, yeah, I'm pretty, but I'm also a boss ass bitch.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm also boss ass bitch. I can have a conversation with the man, with the woman, and I can still be who I am and be the woman that I am, the strong woman that I am, without, you know what I mean? And that's what people are so, like, intimidated about. And I wish that going into this new year, we can go past that, and that women,
because that's bullshit. Like, just because they're a woman MC, or like, they got the song in the middle of there, you know what I mean? Like, let's say, I don't know, you have Cash It, I'm not, with the baby, then you have the baby song, and then you have, or in the squeeze between a Rick Ross song, like that really shouldn't really piss you off, you know what I mean? Or I don't know, like, also to me,
that's how I have the playlist.
So and I also think, like, I don't know, to me, I'm gonna speak for the females that I listen to a little bit more. While like Rico Nasty, I feel like she doesn't over sexualize herself. I feel like she doesn't sexualize herself at all. And but like, to me, even Megan, like, they just don't rap about that. Like, that's not all they rap about.
Yeah, no, they don't rap about some other shit.
And then Kamaya and Rap City, I think both of them, like, they don't rap about that. At all. So like, they are dope. Like, good rapping is good rapping. From if it's from fucking Foxy Brown or it's for fucking Nas. Like, good rapping is good rapping. Is it for me? Am I probably playing it all the time? I mean, to be honest, I'm not. But does that mean they're not on my playlist? Like, you best believe. Speaking of Clyde trying to plug in her Apple playlist, I got Rico Nasty, I got Megan Stallion on there, and probably a couple other females. that fucking do their thing. Even that girl Koi, you know, she does her thing too, and she does like alternative stuff, but still part of hip hop. Like, I think what women run the world anyways, and I think that they can make a big splash on 2020. The even though it's the year of the dub, but
it is the year of the dub.
But the year of the dub is also considered also the year of the ladies, because that's what we out here doing. We need more attention to these classy women. Ain't that right, Spitz?
Yeah.
Dub. W stands for women.
The W, yeah, for real. And I'm just the T between them.
Hey, that was a good one. All right, so before we wrap things up, I wanted to do an honorary mention to Ludacris, because I was listening to some of his songs the other day, and I was just like, homies don't give enough credit to Luda as a rapper.
No.
And because I was listening to What's Your Fantasy, and I don't know how, but I knew a lot of the lyrics. But I remember, but actually I do know how, because I would play the shit nonstop. I would play it in parts, so that way I can learn it. I'll be like, oh, down the roof, and then because when I would go to dances, people would know all the lyrics, and I'll be like, I'll go home hot because I wouldn't know the lyrics, so then I would end up learning them.
That's the first song I heard from him, and like I was like, yo, who the fuck is this motherfucker? Like, and then even like the songs that he was having with like women, because he would feature women in there. Like he has How Low Can You Go, and then like how he had the feature with Shauna, and then the one time that he had like the remix with like Trina, and like all these different female rappers, and even the songs that he would do with Trina and with Missy. The reason why I was listening to Luda was because I started listening to Missy's discography, and then one of them, you know, I started listening to 1 Minute Man, and then his verse on there is just like so good. So then I'm just like, yo, I'm about to listen to some Luda. So I wanted to give an honorary mention to him, just because he's a fucking dope ass artist and he deserves that. And I guess we can wrap it up with this Popeye's chicken sandwich. Oh my God.
We're not gonna talk about if you have eaten it or not, or the debate, or who's better, Chick-fil-A, none of that. I haven't tried neither one of them. It's none of like
no fried food for me. I'm no part of this
peasantry
that y'all speak of.
I'm not gonna lie, I would love to try it, but this is not what this is about. So there's some artists who have come out with a song that is basically about the Popeye's chicken.
Yeah, homie's got whole videos to it and shit. Like there's a couple of people that I saw. One here in our backyard, Nick Garcia. And then I feel like I saw another one too on Instagram or WorldStar. There was another one. That one was a little bit more ghetto, but like that shit, it was just cool because one, you gotta strike when the iron's hot. And just showing that, like, bam, like, right then and there, I can make a song about anything, you know?
Yeah,
like,
I can make a song about anything. I'll make a video about it, too.
I'll make a video about it, too.
It's going to be relevant.
You know, even though, you know, like, some people could say this, that, and the third, I just think it also is just like, damn, you know, like, they got, you know, that's a timely record. It's because I know also, as a writer, sometimes I do punchlines on some shit or, like, to the moment. And then by the time the album come out or the song come out, maybe that punch bar. Why am I calling it that? It's a punch bar. Fuck it. A punch bar could be it could be with a little bit less relevance than when you wrote it. You know, because that could be some shit that happened. You know what I mean? At that particular time, or that reference is a little bit more on top of mind. So, I salute those guys who did it, and it's just like, damn. That's quick. You know, we talk about that too, you know, or talk about like making a song about like, you know, the turnover chain, like how that's almost like the same thing, I feel like. You know, or having a song, you know, like when the Heat win the championship, you got a song the next day that they won a chip, you know what I mean?
I think that, what Drake did?
Or yeah, what Drake did with Toronto. Yeah, even though it's not referencing it or anything like that, or, you know, but like.
But he was all up in games and shit. But yeah, no, I understand what it is that you're saying. And I love that. That's one of the things that I love about hip hop is that there's so many creatives in this industry that you can get a song like that. You know, that it represents the time of what is happening right now. Because I mean, everywhere that you went, they were talking about this fucking sandwich. Like they're still talking about this sandwich. This sandwich is sold out until September, and they are still talking about this sandwich. And I'm sure it's amazing. I'm sure it's awesome. But I was enjoying other food anyway. Like how I said, I want to do this like whole little Chick-fil-A and Popeye's joint little thing. But hay comida en la casa. So we gonna eat at home because we're trying to save money so we can, you know, do bigger and better tings.
Plus,
I did
stay
say
healthy. So I heard some shit about like whoever ate that shit is gonna have some type of disease. I
Ooh,
don't know what the
I'm
fuck because it's
nervous.
uncooked chicken.
Mesothelioma.
Do you but do you remember
That was a meme.
you remember that movie The Trap? The one with T.I. and Mike Epps and Tiana Taylor.
Yeah.
They were saying that
That they snuck
that,
the
that
weed
they
in there.
snuck weed in the
In the what is it?
what is it that they would put it in the
The batter?
oil,
Oh, the oil,
in
yeah,
the
in the
oil,
oil, yeah.
in the oil that they would fry the chicken. Mike Epps would put weed in there.
Oh my
And that was a special recipe.
Yeah, that was his special recipe.
That paid the
they
bills for
was
his mom to go through the
selling
hospital.
out. They had lines out the door.
This nigga.
That's what it is. That's what's in there.
What movie
we might
was
have
that?
to go get it.
The
It's called The
Trap.
Trap.
It's
It's on
on
Netflix.
Netflix,
It's
yeah.
a Netflix movie.
This is not an ad.
It is not an ad.
I feel so weird when I start standing up like this. How I look. My bad.
I don't think you guys have seen it. The Dave Chappelle and the Travis Scott.
I wanted to do that before this, but I've been like way too busy.
It's fine. We can talk about it next week. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you guys another week because it just came out, and both of them are amazing. Dave touched on topics that I felt. Well, I'll talk about it with them because I know that they're gonna possibly. And then Travis and just like all the inspiration there was amazing. So that's your guys' homework. If you are a watcher or a listener and you haven't seen the Dave Chappelle, or now you guys know that we're going to be discussing this next week because we're giving you an entire week so you can do your homework. That is today's homework for the Ambition Hour podcast. Anything last that you guys wanted to say before we head on out?
The promo code?
Oh, thanks for reminding me, huh?
The promo code. So we got a promo code once again. We are officially sponsored. Yes, that's right. We are better than the other podcast because we have sponsors. No, I'm kidding. Any code, and what's more importantly is that this candle is organic.
Yes.
It gives the sense of literally the middle, like in Egypt. They get the grains in the sand. They put it in there. They do a bunch of shit. They have about 3 nuns pray on it. And then they start shipping and moving them out. The glass is also handmade too.
I'm gonna need about 5 of those. You sold it to me.
You need an Annie and Co candle ASAP.
I know you sold it to y'all. Y'all need 5 yourself.
Now this haven't been properly tested and through everything, but supposedly it's used as what's that shit that oysters do?
Oh, you should do.
Aphrodisiac. This is not
Aphrodisiac.
Yeah, well he said
Aphrodisiac.
Aphrodisiac. I think is that how it is?
That's how you say it.
Is that aphrodisiac? Yeah, because I said it right the first time. Aphrodisiac. It's not tested or proven, but go ahead and test it and then comment below and let me know.
Just and prove for us. So like how I have said, those candles are very luxurious and you need them in your life. The scent that we have lit is home. And quick facts. They're coconut wax candles. They're eco and vegan friendly and hand poured in Brooklyn, New York by a beautiful black queen by the name of Brittany. So make sure that you guys go ahead and check on out Annie.and.co on Instagram. They do have a special running until the end of today. 20% off all Goodbye season scents, which include Tobago Bitter, Orchid, Novocaine, Passion, Grapefruit, Lucky Bamboo, and to my knowledge, Bitter has already been sold out. So make sure that you get yours. And for our promo code, all you have to use is the following: ANC19A for a 10% discount on top of the 20% discount that they already have on the Goodbye scents. So you guys can get yourself a nice little discount on some candles. So make sure that you go ahead and visit that page once again. It is Annie.and.co on Instagram. Appreciate you guys. Have Spitz. It was definitely a pleasure.
Thumbs up.
If you are in the Miami area, make sure that you are safe this weekend. We do not know how this hurricane is going to come. And we here in South Florida are a little used to this by now. So yeah, hopefully you guys are listening to us right now, to calm you down from the, and if you didn't re-up on what you needed to re-up on.
Hey, I saw some shit. Yo.
Don't go to the damn head shop to get it.
So Monday, school is officially closed for all Miami-Dade County. I don't know nothing about Broward County.
Wasn't there no school on Monday?
But
there wasn't no school anyway.
Anyways, on Monday. Okay, well, tomorrow neither. There's not gonna be any school.
There is school.
Can I get my shit off?
Okay.
But the trap will remain open throughout.
You gotta be correct though.
The trap will be open. This is gonna be Saturday. They're not gonna know if tomorrow there's definitely no school, my guy.
Tuesday, whatever. School's officially closed, but the trap is open at all costs.
Facts.
Amen. We man pulling up. We gonna pull up late as fuck, but he pulling up.
You're like, that should come on Monday, bro. I'm still doing my thing.
For real. To you. And the thing is that they don't know. If you're not from Miami, shout out to everybody who listens to us that is not from Miami or the South Florida area. For the like what you guys see on the news is not really what's happening sometimes, because I know a lot of my family in California be freaking the fuck out. They be like, you guys need to fly over here. And we're like, what are you talking about? We're outside.
If y'all miss me,
calm down.
Just tell me. I ain't gotta bring the fuckery with the hurricane.
So, you want me to fly over there? Pay for the plane ticket.
You got like that? I'm trying to go to New York. What's up?
For real.
I'm talking about the family.
Oh, true.
No,
all right.
wait.
I'm over here like lollygagging. Anyway.
Speaking of New York, this is vegan and from Brooklyn, so you might as well save your 30% off.
Yeah. Damn, guys. Episode 83 of the Ambition Hour podcast.
That's right.
It has been a pleasure. It's your girl, Addie 3000. We're having spits. This is episode 83 of the Ambition Hour podcast. And we are out. Bye. Goodbye. 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 Bitch.